Valencia.
Hello.
Could you tell me what drew you to the field of social work?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So what pretty much drew me to the field of social work is I come from a family of helpers. Growing up, I've always watched my family, lend a helping hand, always willing to help others, whether it was at church or in the neighborhood. So just kind of growing up around that and watching them, genuinely love to help others is what pretty much brought me to this field. It wasn't until I got a little bit older that I found out what social work was, and I'm like, wow, you can get paid for helping people. Like, this is amazing. So, I pursued it then, and that's what brought me to the field of social work.
So you were in the APU MSW UCCF stipend program.
Yes.
Can you tell us how that program prepared you for your current job with Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services?
Yeah, absolutely. It helped prepare me tremendously. The fact that I was able to do the internship with DCFS was very helpful because I got to, I had the opportunity to see, workers go out and, see what their style of engagement is and, just see how they work with clients. And then it also gave me experience of real life. So, how it would be when I go out and I get my own referrals to respond to clients. I would say that was the most helpful part. I would have much rather went through UCCF than to had applied for the job on my own and then learn what the job was once I finally got here. So interning was extremely helpful.
So as part of that program, you go and you work for DCFS right after. So can you tell us about your current job? What exactly do you do, and what are some of the joys and what are some of the challenges?
Yeah, so I'm here with the department, and I'm in emergency response. And pretty much what emergency response is, once you make a call to, the general Los Angeles County hotline, they make a report and then they send it to an office. So when it comes to me, I'm pretty much the first person to respond to the referral allegations. And so, I go out, I meet with the families. They're always shocked because we do unannounced visits. So they're always, shocked that we're there. And, what has helped me is when I do meet with my families, just to be, warm, engaging, and to be genuine because, DCFS doesn't have the greatest background, but so many things have changed and, we're really thorough with our assessments. So once I kind of, let the clients know that, they feel a little bit more at ease and then our process goes a lot smoothly. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I'm the emergency response worker. So I come out, find out about the allegations, try to help figure out if they're true, if they're false. And then most of the time we refer the family to services. So even if something isn't going on, we refer them to services so that the chance of them coming back to our attention is less likely. So we might refer them to counseling, therapy. If they're having financial issues, we may refer them to, agencies that help with those sorts of things. DCFS has a lot of great resources for families, and they're all free. So that's also helpful for our community as well.
What would you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
There's so many different things, but I would say, honestly, when I meet with the families and say they're not really too happy about my presence, and they're a little, what's the word? They're just not happy that I'm there. Talking with them and then seeing them, lower down their gate or their bar, that's what makes me, I think that's one of the most rewarding because then once they lower their guard down, we're actually able to engage and, try to get to the issue that's at hand, and I'm actually able to help them. So that's rewarding, definitely. I think that's the biggest part.
What do you think it takes to be a good child welfare social worker?
To be honest, it's kind of what I said earlier, warmth, empathy, and genuineness. We're humans, and so you have to just be genuine. Obviously there's boundaries, that you don't cross, but you just have to be a genuine person. and show respect, because a lot of times the families look at us as like an authoritarian person. So, when we go out, we can't, we do have I guess you could say like what our department says matters, but you have to respect the families and, get to a level of understanding with them, so that you can have, I guess so you can engage with the family. So I think that's pretty much it. Just be authentic, just be genuine, and, respect your families when you go out and meet them. Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking your time to share a little bit
Oh,
about your
you're
job.
welcome.